Good day, everybody. It's Max, and welcome back to Foundry. That's right. I forgot to hit the play button on the sound. So it was kind of quiet there for the first minute and a half, wasn't it? It is what it is, people. Hey, look at that. It's going to be the final episode, I think, as this is going to be the final wrap-up week for spring. Next week, of course, some summertime games, and the summertime game schedule will start. Of course, as we also have... what is it? Steam Next Fest starting next week. And, of course, we usually like to start the summertime game schedule the same week as Steam Next Fest. So this will kind of wrap up this Foundry for now. Of course, once they got some expansions going on, they got some more content, we'll definitely come back. Just like we did with, like we've done with Satisfactory all this time, right? Every time they put more stuff in, we play it for a while longer, and then we come back again, right? So before we get started, a big thanks to recent subscribers, and their names at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to do fracking today, by the way. This is what I'm going to do. You'll see that shortly. Of course, a big thanks to the live chat, including Mr. Retriever. I hope it's all good in the neighborhood. You betcha. And, of course, all those watching later on, feel free to watch me at 2 times speed, because your time is precious, and I'm twice as handsome when you're watching me faster. It's a time warp dilation thing. That's what I'm going with, people. That's how it works. So I push this button here, and I hit that button there, and then I click this here. Hopefully it all kind of works. Looks okay to me. Yes, I think it's okay. We'll go with that. It's all good. It's all good. That's what I like to hear, people. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so let's go with load the game, and we'll see what we got. Now, in the background, of course, I really haven't done a whole lot besides running science. This is what I've been doing, running science. And as you can see here, we're actually running slag reprocessing. I'm not familiar with this game. I thought it was Satisfactory. Well, it's basically Satisfactory. It's Minecraft Satisfactory is what it is. And yes, I don't know how the whole week's going to play out. I'm kind of going to look at some I was kind of trying to try and look at some Satisfactory, but we got to finish this game off today anyway. Today is the final episode for this game, and basically it's Factorio Minecraft is what this game is. Well, it's Minecraft, right? So basically, it's Minecraft, but you can build a factory with it, right? So unlimited terrain, right? So it's not like so unlike Satisfactory, where their map is handcrafted and made. These are random generated maps. They go on forever, right? You can go forever and explore forever, just like you can in Minecraft. That's how it works. And you can just keep building factories and things. But we've actually finished the whole thing in terms of what it is that they have in this stage of the early access game. So they even talked about that yesterday. Was it yesterday? Anyway, they put out their new... Well, I got the newsletter today. They may have actually put it out on late Friday. About how their next goal is to have more robot options, right? So what you would do is you would build robots designs, I think, based around what the space station's calling for at the time, and then, right? So here's our robots being built here. Of course, they look awesome, and that's fine, but I think what it is they plan to kind of have this thing where you can, like, sell different robots and all this stuff, right? Channel 3 is the studio. Now, it is being sponsored by Paradox, or I think it's Paradox, but Channel 3 is the studio. And yeah, I mean, it's the game itself is really cool. Like I said, it's Factorio Minecraft, or it's Minecraft Factorio, right? You build things. I mean, it's very Satisfactory-like, except that you, unlimited map and resources, and you just kind of walk around and you mine things. So it's got that Factorio side of things where you got to keep exploring for resources, and it's got the Satisfactory thing going on because it's in 3D, and it's got the Minecraft thing going on because you can explore forever. Yeah, it's awesome. I will say it's been a fun game to play, and like I said, it's very early access. This is their first. I mean, it's only been out for about a month, and yeah, I'll be looking forward to see what they come up with over the next well, let's say the next couple of years, right? You know, usually early access for Paradox tends not to last more than 2 years, I don't think, so as they can get into the whole DLC thing, right? That's their shtick, if you want to call it that. So today, what are we doing? The final thing. Let's have a look at the research tree first. So we have done all the sciences, and of course, we want to do a fracking tower because resources from unlimited resources can be had if we are willing to use these. And of course, that was a thing. Now, one of the problems I had was that hot air stove, air intake base, right? So one of the problems I had was that how do I get air, right? So, you know, where do you get air from? Well, it turns out this is one of the things about early access, right, that you kind of discover. So what they probably should have done is they should probably take out this air intake base and put it before this fracking tower base, because it's like, okay, you come here, you do the research for the fracking tower, but then you can't make it because the rest of the research is like 3 levels down. And that's one of the things you'll discover, you know, in a lot of early access games, is that they've got they have to kind of rework their research tree a couple of times because they've got parts in the wrong spots, or, you know, they've got things coming before other things, and, you know, that doesn't work out. So yeah, no surprise there, right? So anyway, we do have now an air intake thing. It can. Luckily, in games, I don't think it does. I'm going with the game option that we're going to be just fine. But you are correct. In real life, that can be an issue. So it does have to be the amount has to be replaced with the amount of the other stuff, and all has to balance out evenly. So that's we're going to do fracking here in a second. We got to set up a little bit of gas to do that, and a couple other things. I think this is my test subject here, right? Yes, it is. Air. Well, unfortunately, you need air, and I don't have air, so I am going to have to. We're going to have to build something here for it. But this is the other experiment we were doing the other day, and I do want to touch on this as well. Running power only through biomass. So, of course, what we did is that we set up these 3 biomass, and of course, what I did offline was I actually hooked a generator to it, and I actually haven't done anything else here because I wanted to let this run for a bit while the research was going on and see what the results were going to be. Turns out, yes, biomass works fine. The problem is you're going to need a lot of biomass greenhouses for 1 generator. So our 3, we have 3 biomass greenhouses here, and I've only got 1 of these generators hooked up, only 1. And when I hooked this thing up, there was 425 biomass in this container, and as you can see, there's only 50 left. All right. Yes, and it does go up and down a little bit, as you know, these things will produce a little biomass every 5 minutes, but it's not. The 3 of these do not keep up with even 1 turbine, only running at 33%. I do want to point that out. This turbine is usually running at about 1 megawatt. Right now, it's only running, well, it's barely running any megawatts at all because solar power is handling it. But for a long time, I allowed this to run at 1 megawatt, and basically, it blew through most of my biomass. All right, so which means you're probably going to need like five of these for 1 megawatt, or 15. I would think 15 to 20 of these things for 1 steam generator running full tilt. That's a lot of. I mean, it's doable, I guess. I mean, but if you want to set up let's say you want to set up 10 generators, well, then you're going to be working like. Well, I mean, you know, what are you thinking there? Say 5, 10, 15. So let's say 15 for everyone. So it's 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, 100. So I think I have 7 or 8. What do I have? let me find out how many generators I have. How many generators do you got there, Max? We have 14 generators. So 15. So that'd be 150, 165, 180, 195, 210. And then, so that'd be 210 greenhouses to keep 14 generators running, and that's a rough ballpark figure. I would think you probably need another 20, 25 even on top of that to guarantee that they'd run pretty good. So, so that experiment, it's not. I mean, the experiment was fun. It, it did a thing, and I'm going to leave it alone here. I'm going to leave it here. It's going to obviously run out of power. It's going to run out. Anytime this thing turns on, it just eats up it eats up the biomass pretty fast. But we'll leave it there, right? It entertains us, so we'll leave it. But we do have other things to build here. We do have to put in. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to shovel some lines around here. We got to put in a line here for fluids, for fracking fluids. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to move this line here. I guess we can slide it down over here. We'll do it that way. I gotta clean this up. We're gonna build it. We're gonna make some chem reactors. We're gonna put in some fracking fluid, and then we're gonna put the fracking on top of that resource up there as this episode. There we go. All right, so let's do the things. I don't know how many. I don't know how much. How many? Oh, you got 114 left. Okay. Let's see. We can't fill in the rest of this. Okay, let's go grab some more base parts and do I know I have some over here too. Nope, not. I was sure it was in that box. Well, you only got 36 in that box. Okay. What do you got? You got 1,000 in that box. All right, we'll take those. Just so I can clean up some of the material I got in some of these extra boxes, right? All right, so we'll use the 1,000 of these. Zip. And then I'll move this belt. We'll take care of that belt momentarily. There we go. You betcha. All right, yep, you've gone. Let's see. We'll probably have to, well, we'll clean them plants up once I get onto that part of it. Did I clean you up? Nope. Okay. Now I could move this little, I might have to move this little contraption I got going on here. Maybe I'll move it to the, I don't know. I could move back there and then just swing this stone to go that way and then use this space. It's probably the better idea, Max. Just clean up our little experiment here. We'll put it back there. It'll be fine. Yeah, but you got all the water and everything hooked up here. That's true. That would, well, all right, we'll see if we can't build around it. All right, so let's get this all enclosed. Sure, he says. Do that. Man, we got a lot of rocks and trees on this one. I guess that's why I always avoided this little area, because it had so much to clean up that I was just like avoiding the area altogether like the plague, because it was like, oh, I don't really want to do all that work. But I guess it's time to do the work, Max. It's time to do the work. Okay, we take that. You got a whole bunch of, okay, yeah, you got to come out. All right, what else do we got here? Is everybody else cleaned out yet? Holy smokes. All right, so you're all cleaned out. You guys are cleaned out. You're not. Got to clean this up. Holy smokes. Okay. Wow. Like I said, I avoided this square area because it just had all this stuff in it. I worked around it, and I mean, we planted everything around it and stuff, but it was like, oh, okay, I guess I gotta finally do something with it. Okay, yep, there we go. Okay, I'm not worried about back there. We'll deal with what we got here. You only got 146 squares here, dude. Okay. Do that. Alright, that's just a pipe in the air. Alright. Looks good. Do that. And there we go. Alright, so... Yep, bulk demolition. We'll take this out of here. Okay, and we'll make it go that way. Around this way, I think. Darn it, we're gonna run out of pieces. Alright, that's fine. You'll be fine, Max. You'll be fine. Alright, so we'll do this. Take this over here. And then do that. And again, I mean, this little experiment, I mean, you know, I could take this out, but it's there, it's fine. And, you know, if they make changes with upcoming releases and all that stuff, then we'll see what the differences are. And then maybe take it from there and see if it's any better, any worse, you know, just go from that. Let's do this. Wow, you kind of overshot on that one, didn't you? All right. Okay, and do that. All right, so now we have this space here to set up a little bit of refining for stuff. So hopefully now we can make a pipeline. Great. Pump for pipelines. That's cargo pads. So I mean, I got the research. I haven't looked at these things yet, so I'm working my way through it here, right? Blast furnace. Hot air stove, air intake base. All right. Turns out this thing is big. All right. What does that mean? I don't know. I need 100 steel beams. I know that. And you better go get some circuit boards. All right. Well, one of the things I did do offline, besides just basically watching biomass burn, is I did expand circuit board production. Now, I did this because basically, which is right over here, basically I was slightly concerned about circuit board production. I wasn't, you know, it never really was like a big focus of mine, and I was a little concerned that I wasn't actually making enough circuit boards for the builds I had going on. We weren't running into any shortfalls, but at the same time, it was like, well, you know, we may or may not have what we need to do, right? So I can put all this biomass in here. There, look at that. That's mineral rock. You can't do anything with that. And what's this? Gravel. We'll destroy that. Okay, so now for that steel. All right, there we go. All right, steel stop. Boop. We'll slap. We'll take 600. We're going to use 200 anyway. So now, air intake base. I will have one of those, please. And done. How big is this thing? I'm scared to note. Oh, it's not that bad. All right, good. Good. I was a little concerned about this whole intake thing. I was like, holy smokes, because it seems like every time I have to build one of them buildings, it's like they're megally big. And I guess this isn't small, but it's not like, you know, end of world big. It's just a box. By the looks of it, it's a box. Okay. How does that work? Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Where's my board? Okay, modular configuration, building state, attach a tower. Really? There's a tower? Oh, no. Reset configuration. Place a vent. Okay. So I guess you got to have a vent and utility panel. Oh, hello. Okay, remove that. All right, so let's go with the utility. Oh, wow, that's big. Let's go with the vent there. Vent. It needs 2 vents. Doesn't need a tower, but it does need a utility. Utility panel. Oh, it needs, maximum amount reached. Oh, okay, well, listen, oh, okay, here we go. Yep, do that. Okay, you need 2 vents. Well, you just said that maximum number of vents reached. Yep, vent. There we go. And then utility panel. Okay, well, I guess this is all right. So there we go. We got it done, right? The bounds of the final building. Oh, gee whiz. Fine. We'll move it. Just, come on, game. Work with me here a little bit, would you? Gee whiz. All right. Give me the thing. Take off here for a second. Is this still the good place to put it then? Well, I mean, I could put it over here and then just bring it this way. Yeah, okay, let's do that. We'll put it over here. Sure. All right. There. Lots of room over here, dude. You can't complain about over here. All right, so do that. And this is going to be the utility panel. That's going to be a vent. That's going to be a vent. Okay, start construction. Boom. There we go. We should see little drone things take off and deliver things. They better do that. All right, anyway, nevertheless. All right, that handles the gas part. I guess we need pipes now. These special pipes. Everything's got to be special. 8 steel beams. Okay, gives you 2 pipes. Well, I guess we better make some of these pipes because I don't know how, like, these things look massively huge. I guess we better make some of these. I don't know how many I'm going to need. Sure. Let's go with that. All right. We'll just come over here. Now, I do know I need some chemical buildings. So, do we want to try and create this first? All right, let's go with that. You did take the chemical building up and out. Where did you put it, Max? There it is, the chemical processor. All right. Pipeline has to go that way. Sure. And I'm just looking to see where all my gases are, right? Okay, so... because I don't know how that thing's going to work, but we'll see what... I guess we'll see. Well, we're going to see, I guess. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Okay, first of all, I know you want water. I know that's a thing. So we do that. And I need fracking liquid, which will do that. Now, you want water, cloud, and air. Yeah, all right. Clouds. Where does the clouds come from? Over here somewhere. Which one of these is making me the clouds? Output, clouds. Okay, yeah, that's you. Yes. And then you go this way. Okay, and then the clouds are in here, right? Yes, they are. Does it look okay? I guess so. All right, so then we have clouds coming out of there, and they're moving down here. Now, we can borrow that line, because it turns out, look at that. We can borrow that line and just bring it right across here. Sure, he says. Clouds. And it turns out water's right there. Well, isn't that convenient? Okay. What do you want to do with that? Well, you got 100 pipe. Let's make things happen. I might actually move this machine to line it up with this set of entries a little bit better. This just because it's kind of going to work out for me. It's kind of going to work out at the moment. Okay, well, there's water. And then here's gas. Wouldn't you know it? This power line's going to be a pain in the butt. Fine. We'll go up and around it, I guess. Awful lot of work for a power line, but anyway. Whatever. Sure. We'll try and stay up here. Okay, so We have... That's the air. That's the magical air that hasn't gotten here yet. There's the magical water. Are you going to be able to sneak the air in there? I don't know. Well, let's hope so. So we'll do this. And then... I guess we'll expand you out a little bit more. And then do it this way. Now, as much as I hate to use curved pieces, it's probably going to be beneficial for me to do so. I hate these curved pieces, but we will do it this way. This can go straight in, right? I think that's water right there, right? Water is water. Water is water, all right? And you're happy with that, right? Yes, you are. You're filling up water as we speak. That's awesome. Yep. Then you will come in here, my good friend. And right there. And we'll go back to this piece because I hate it so much. Okay. And do that. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, right? Emulate gas. Pretty sure I stuck that in. Did I not stick that in the right pipe? Oh, no, you didn't. That's the wrong pipe. You goof. My bad. My bad. Okay, try again. So that, and then that, and we're probably going to need that anyway, so I might as well put it in there now. And then do that, and we'll switch to this. Okay, now that should be 2 out of 3, right? Yes, it is. Now for the air machine. Hey, looks like someone built me an air machine. Yikes. No grid connection, huh? Oh, no, I can get you a grid connection. Look at this. I got a wire right here just for you. Grid connection. Ta-da. Look at you go. Eating up air. Okay. Really? I gotta... So how does that work? I mean, this little pipe over here is not going to take that great big air intake. That makes no sense. Makes no sense. All right. Pipelines, pump. Oh, pipe adapter. Oh, when you know it? Sure, he says. Can I have one of those? Yep, there you go. One pipe adapter. Looks goofy, but sure. I mean, that's a thing. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to get this over there. Okay, well, we'll do it this way. Let's actually hook that pipe up. And do this. Let's actually make that curve out here now. Okay, and then you can do this here. Then you can do this right to about here. And then we'll go this way. I can't believe you actually landed on that pipe, dude. That's pretty crazy. All right, let's go. One pipe adapter. All right, so can we make this happen really fast? Like 1, 2. All right, that's air. Air is being put into that pipe. Excellent. Please tell me that's working. Yes, it is. And you're actually going to make things. Awesome. Let's actually make more of those, though, because I will need them. So we need... No, that's battery. That's an electric arc furnace. Chemical processor. I wonder how many of these things I'm going to need. What is your output? Your output is 1,200 per minute. I will make 2 more and see what happens. Because really, I don't know. I mean, you know, it's not like there's a guide or anything here, right? So let's go with 2 more. Where is this thing? Yeah, give me 2 more of those. We'll make 2 more of these up, and then we're gonna shove this pipe into a mountain. that's what we're going to do. So... Okay, one screen thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the reason I'm giving myself 4 spaces is that you just never know what they're going to do in the future. Will we need these outports? Will I need anything crazy like that? So we just want to kind of do a little future proofing at the same time. Okay, so now let's do water first. You're going to run out of pipe. Yes, I think I am. So let's just do that. All right, let's see where you are. Yeah, you're going to run out of pipe, dude. All right, let's go pick up pipe. Might as well go do that. As I watched my money ships bring me all the monies, because I love my cash money. We should have... We'll investigate that when we actually fly over. But we should see stuff coming out here, right? Yes. Show me the money. Yes. Yeah, that's right. Keep landing. More cash money all the time. Keep landing, guys. Keep landing. Keep doing the things. Okay, so that's not this one. Yes, I'll have 300 pipe. You know what? I'm going to take 500 because where this has got to go is a long way away. So I would we got to go way over there. With the end of this thing. Okay, hey, research complete. Slag reprocessing has been unlocked. What does it do? Have no clue. We'll find out soon enough. Yep. So let's now get this wrapped up. All right, so water. We can stop there, and that will be you. And now I need you to go away and do this and do this. There's one, and there's... Oh, that's not where we want that. Okay, try again. Right there, and... Wow. That's the first time I've ever seen lag in the game. Kind of crazy. Okay, there we go. Next pipe, please. Will be the air pipe, I guess. By the looks of that, and we will do that, right? Yes, we can do that. Okay, and then he will come to here, and he will do this. Okay, and then let's get the third one down here, just so because I'm already working on this same stretch. So we'll come down here to here. Yeah, the one thing about piping is if you can set up all your machines first and then just do the piping all at once, it will save you a lot of time. Saves you so much time of switching back and forth, because that way you can just set up the entire line at once. You don't have to keep switching. All right, so we got to do a bunch of this anyway. TT, yeah, so we know we're going to do that, and we know that one's got to go there, and yep, you're gonna have to fly probably up over this. And then that one's gonna go there. Turn. Is it this button? Yes. Okay, so the first one's gonna go there. The second one's gonna go there. First one is down there, and the second one will go here. And now we can just go back to using straight pipe, see? Nice. There's one, and... there's two. So, I mean, again, using the 6 ways is always better if you can get away with it for as long as you can. But sooner or later, you're going to probably have to use a few curve pipe. And, of course, that's what we do. So, outbound. Fuel comes out that pipe right there. Okay. Where we... I guess we can go straight that way. Sure. Why not? Okay. Let's get up here a little higher than these guys. Okay. And then I'm actually going to do this. And then we'll do this. Do that. Drag it down there. Now that's just for me to get a visual on this so I can make things easier for myself. Right there. And right here. rid of this. And get rid of this one. Okay. Looks good. Switch to this. And let's take some pipe somewhere. Nice. So we're going that way. Okay. How far are we going that way, Max? Oh, we're going for a bit of a trip. You bet. Yeah. Let's go. Okay. Now I did check to see how much. Okay, they don't call it oil, but I'll call it oil. How much oil that we had left coming out of there, and it was about 600,000. It is starting to get low, and the only way to move oil around the map is to actually pipe it around the map. So, you know, that will become a bit of a hassle here eventually, but hopefully not too much of a hassle. What do you want to do? Do you want to turn right here and then? Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, we'll do that. Okay, do that. Do this. Okay. Do that. All right. And I'm just trying to keep it on the outside edge of this whole build. Not to say as it would interfere with it, but again, future-proofing, right? We don't know if, you know, they'll change. Like, I mean, in Satisfactory, for example, they changed the shape of some buildings like 3 times. So, you know, in fact, I am kind of hoping that they take some of these buildings and shrink them down a little bit because it's kind of crazy. All right, so... Yeah. Are we going to go over the mountain or under the mountain or through the mountain? Actually, I think we go over the mountain. And the reason is because I got to set this thing right on top of this thing. So let's see how that works. Oh, great. So this is where we're going to build the big fracking tower. Yes, we are. Yeah. Okay. Do you know where it is? No. It's right there. No, it's blast furnace, hot air stoves. There it is. Fracking tower base. Once placed, we will have one of those, please. Now, this is a fairly big thing, I think. Yeah, this thing's huge. So let's have a look at this thing. Yeah. I thought, yeah, I was going to say, I thought this was like, you know, you were going to do a thing and a thing and a thing, and you weren't going to be blocked by this, and everything was going to be great in the world. Anyway, we do have to do a thing here. We have to put it here. Now, unlike the other modules that we've put down, we do not have to have this up against the base. As far as I understand, we can actually have this up in the air a bit, and it will work. Now, that being said, though, explosives. It's a thing we have. Oh, yeah. And, of course, we always like the opportunity to, you know, use a few explosives. So, I mean, you know, what's the fun if we don't get to blow things up? So, I mean, you know, let's make some things go boom. You bet. Those ones are probably a little high, but I'll fix them later. Okay. Let's boom something. Okay. Boom, baby. Oh, yeah. Yep. Explosion City. Now, I don't know. I'm just going to keep taking measurements here until we get something close, right? Okay, so, are you going to fit in there yet? No, you're not going to fit in there for me just yet. You're getting closer, but not happening. Okay. Sure. I might run out of explosives. I may not have enough. That's gonna bite. But I mean, it is a thing that could happen, I guess. Sure. I will have to get rid of a few. I will get rid of a few extra chunks here just to, you know, save me from wasting too many explosives. Okay, so let's. I don't know. Okay. Sure. Okay. Something like that. Okay, and again, I don't know if there's like a height minimum or what, right? So I'm just kind of doing a little bit of guesswork here. We're gonna make it look good in the neighborhood. You bet. No. Stop putting them there. Okay. Okay. Sure. And then I might try and make that bottom one actually a little bit wider. Nah, see, that's way too tall, dude. That's way too tall. Like, you were definitely not exploding something that high. All right, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Boom. That's awesome. Okay, so let's see how close we're getting. Hey, look at that. That's green, people. We're gonna take that. Boom. I don't even know if it's in the right direction. Well, it's got a ladder on both sides. I'm sure it'll be fine. Hey, that fits. And if it fits, it sits. Let's do this. Modular configuration. It needs a thing. What does it need? It needs a power connection. Sure. And a pipe connection. And what does this thing do? Needs one tower. All right. And one top. Okay. Don't know why. It looks pretty, I guess. We'll start the construction, I guess. Okay, get off of that. My luck, the pipe, I think, is going to be on the other side. It's too bad. They don't exactly make this thing easy. Yeah, so it's going to put the pipe and the power connection on this side. Of course. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's, at least the power's here. We'll just take it up and around. And as for the pipe connection, oh, we'll be back. Good thing we're a little off to the side here, I guess, because turns out it looks like I'm just about right on target of where I've got to bring this pipe. So, let's do that. It's going to be a few minutes before these guys are finished building that thing anyway. Hopefully they won't be too long at it. Let's see. Pipe. Really? I only got 36 left? Okay. Well, I did say I was going to probably use a lot. I thought I had 600, but I can't believe I used 600 to get over here. Well, all right, it is what it is, but you're going to have to make more. So let's hope that... well, we know science is done. Okay, so we're done. You got none left. Luckily, science is all done, so that box should be full. Well, or filling, right? It's not going to be emptying, it's going to be filling. Because I got no active research on the go. So with all the science done, it's all... Oh, I forgot to talk. We got to talk to BB. We got to talk to him in a minute. Let's get our pipes, and then we'll talk to Jeff here and see what he's got to say. Yes. Let's go for 400. I know it's not 400 more. Jeff, Jeff, buddy. Yep, you come here. With the big question mark on your head. Yeah. What are you doing, big guy? Yeah. I know, you're so cute.
Holy smokes, what did you provide us with, BB? It'll be quite a task to get that beast running. But I think we are up to it.
Okay, increasing efficiency. All right.
Indeed, we have done an excellent job and our operation is running smoothly. But you're suggesting we could further optimize by improving our mining efficiency to extract more resources from each ore source? Good point.
Yes, it is a good point. And you know what I'm working on right now, Jeff? That. You bet.
Well, that's the thing. It never really ends, does it? Even with how magnificent our factory has become, it can always improve. I think this is going to be the start of a very beautiful friendship.
Carl, you're so weird. Okay. Okay, BB. Listen. You're so cute. Okay. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? That's it. You just bebop around the factory there, big guy. Alright, let's get this over here. Because we gotta get it up over that mountain. Hopefully them guys are working on that. Right, guys? Are you guys working on that? I mean, I will put some more things down if we have to. Okay. Back to the piping of the things. Drag. So we are going to have to go up and over this mountain, but we knew that. So, up and over the mountain, he says. Okay, and up. Right about here somewhere? Sure. Oh, yeah, we got lots of construction drill. Look at the guys. The guys are handling it. It's all good. Yeah, the guys have got us under control. We know what's going on. Okay, do that, do this, and off you go. Okay. We'll have a look to see how close they're doing when we get over here. Yes. Yep. Do the welding and the things. Yeah. Great job, guys. Keep doing that welding and things because I need to hook this up. Okay, let's go get the power for this thing. Alright. We'll take it from this power pole, I think, and then we'll go up and over the mountain. Sure. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, what? You broke it. Darn it. I hate it when I break it. No, it's fine. Not totally broken. Only partially broken. Alright, let's go. Okay. You're gonna probably have to walk this down, so let's do that. Sure. Okay, we got the pipe here, we got this here, we got that there. What is this doing? It is 85% done. Excellent. 86. Well, they've delivered the last supplies, so this should be done here in about 15-20 seconds, and then we can hook it up. This is very exciting, by the way. So, why is it so exciting? You'll see there's nothing coming out. That's bad. We don't like that. But this is a very quirky deposit thing, right? So unlike a lot of the material that we've been mining around the map that runs out, this does not run out. Now it has your standard mining properties. So let's go stare at that for a minute. So you can mine this like a standard mining equipment, but these deposits have a little bit of a magic to them. First of all, of course, here is our standard mining, right? So we were able to standardly mine this sucker, and we did a great job of that, by the way. Don't get stuck in here, that would be bad. And once you get in here so far, they stop mining, and then you move on to your next deposit, whatever. So I actually have a bunch of these set up, and each time I've moved them around, and of course, they stop working, right? So there's another set, right? And you have to set them up in key locations. You can't just set these up wherever you want. You have to set it up where they want them to. Okay, so life is good, right? But as you can see, they're not pumping anything out now. Data, what's up? I hope it's all good in the neighborhood. You don't need the big pipes, just the reducer. I did the reducer. Those are the small pipes. I already have it reduced and already good. Better refuel before you get too far. What? And run out like last time? Oh, come on now. That's part of the excitement. Anyway, so we're about ready to, of course, these are all paused at the moment, which is sad, because we want to, I'm going to actually fix these up now. That's sad, of course. Oh, I said you before you made it. Okay, that's fine. Well, you know, I'm a little slow, Data. It's that's what happens when you're old. You're a little slow. It's fine though. It's perfectly fine. Let's fix these up so as we can actually take advantage of these faster lines, right? Because that's what we want to do. And in fact, I will then. Okay. If these two take advantage of this line, right, then I need to build a bridge with you to get over to the other side. All right, let's do that. Give me this, give me that, give me this, and you know what? I'll do it this way. We'll do it this way. Give me this, and then I can rotate it this way. Something like, okay, that's weird. Just, all right, you know what? Fix the first one. fix the first one, Max. All right, just a second. I'll fix the first one. Yeah, we need a couple of those things. Sure. Okay, do that and squeeze this in there like this. And yeah. Get that out of the way, flip that switch this way, right? So there, that's gonna do the first line, and then we'll have the second one come up and over that little contraption. Okay. Okay, and then rotate this, do that, do this. And come down, and then when it comes down, we'll have it do it here. Okay, works for me. Do this, do this, do this, and slap happy. All right, there we go. So that will handle these two lines. These have to be upgraded, of course, now. These put out 160 a minute. Obviously, these yellow belts handle 320, so each belt will handle 2 machines for 4 machines. We look good all the way up to here. So what about these 2 machines, he says? Well, we're just going to put these in separately. Like that, right? So these guys have their own 2 lines going in. These guys got their lines going in. There we go. They're upgraded. Everybody looks good, right? Good. So these machines are all ready to go. I'm very excited. Let's head on top. Our fracking should be ready to go, people. Tell me about it. Yeah. You know what? Now you got me nervous about the whole fuel thing. Where am I? I got 1,500. Okay. We're going to get this to work before we have to refuel. So, oh, yeah, look at this. Boom, baby. That's right. I mean, this is awesome. Okay. Look at that. There's the gas. There's the power. I've got the power. Woo. All right. Yeah. I'm old, and it's fine. Okay, so let's do this, and do that. Let's get gas plugged in there, and we'll do this up to there, and then we'll put something on there. And it looks like I'm short by 1 pipe. Well, of course I am, because that's a thing. It's fine. Do that. Do this. Boom, baby. That's right. Aw, yeah. That's a thing. Okay, let's power this sucker up. All right. Put this thing down here. All right, so we're going to put that there and then plug it in. Boom. Now we go to the front panel. Hello. Are you ready? Are you ready? Boom. Yes, fracking status. Go. So you want 77,500 liters per minute. Wow. That's an awful lot. Okay. No, that's fine. You can struts will always extend until they hit any blocking objects. Resume strut auto build. That's fine. Okay, I don't care about that. Yeah. Yeah, this looks good. I'm fine with that. Okay. Are you guys working or I don't know. I mean, it says it's full of liquid. Oh, fracking operation active without issues, it says. Really? Well, okay. Then what do I gotta do? Am I gonna see anything coming out of the top or the bottom of this thing, or what? Right? So I guess we'll go down. We'll have a look at it, I guess. I'd better see something working. Ding. Oh, yeah, look at that. Yes. Nice. All right. 7,500, he says. That's an awful big number, he says. Oh, yeah, look at this. We got ore coming out all over the place. Well, that's good. That's what's supposed to happen, Max. Oh, this one's broken. My bad. My bad. Yeah, maybe you better check all the connections now. All right, let's do that. Yeah, because I'm not seeing what's going on here. Why is this pipe empty? It's empty because it's just empty? Okay. No, so you're not going to give me any? What do we got here? Core mining, fracking, liquid consumption, 5 liters per minute, blah, 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 blah. Well, I mean, you're consuming something, so are you not mining anymore? Is that the thing? Yeah, like this guy's mining. Why aren't you mining? What's your problem? I think you're full of baloney. Anyway, I don't know why that guy's not working. This guy's happy. This guy, he's fussy. I don't know what his problem is, but all right, fine, whatever. I'll ignore him for now. Let's just make sure everything else is working as expected. So at least we're getting... All right, really? What did I... is there a slowdown up here? Am I using like really slow elevators or something? What am I doing that's so slow? Yeah, I'm using crappy elevators. Is what I'm doing. I have crappy elevators, so boo-hoo. Darn it. Can we help the crappy elevator be less crappy? Maybe. I don't know if we need to, though. Well, let's go on. We'll go up top and have a look. I'm just glad it's working. I mean, I can always adjust it at some point in time to put in, like, we can just put splitters back in there. All right. Hey, look at that. We have stuff coming out the top. Well, that's good. Yeah, I was never happy with this elevator functionality anyway. Yeah, I mean, I can always try and put something on the sides here later. I'm just glad it's working. Hey, I made a thing. I made the thing. It works. It's supposed to do. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Hey, and you know what? It didn't take me like well, it never took me 3 episodes to get anything to work. But everything is working. I will expand my my operation there soon enough. But now that we have the fracking working, of course, now this all can turn back on, and we like that. Not to say as I was really low on this anyway. We have lots of wafers. The only thing this is used for is for CPU wafer production, right? So, and I have lots of wafers on in stock. We're not using nearly as many CPUs and wafers, especially now that science is done. Yeah, like I don't expect any problems here. This has always been the bottleneck. This has always been the slowdown, right? And hey, look at that. Turns out we even make enough of that now. That's scary. Look at that. That belt has stuff on it. Wow. Boy, can you really tell science is done? Because we're actually, like, making stuff. Okay. I can't believe it. Sure, he says. Are we making enough robot parts, too? Like, is that a thing? Like, there's lots of robot parts on that line. Oh, this is also good. This is also good. So that is not a full line. Okay. That's not the end of the world, though. And it's not supposed to be full, especially if science is done. It will back up eventually, though, right? But what I am seeing is robot parts are full, mostly. Yeah, and that's going over here. This box is, how full is this box? Okay, it's got 57, but it's not 0, which means all these lines are full coming down here. No. Who's not full? You are. What are you? Guess what? We can turn you on. We can turn you on, and this should start the process. Go gadget robots. I think I had a bunch of heads on standby. That's why I stopped them at one time. Right? Yeah, so the line's cleaned out. Okay, cool. So that will now allow the heads. Yeah, so I had turned this off here a while ago. And the reason was that when I expanded the circuit board line, I had to reroute my head production. So that's why that's set up the way it is. Hey, we should be able to see robots coming out here now, though. Yeah, there we go. That's right. All the bodies, let the bodies hit the floor. You bet. So we'll follow this all the way down. Why not? He says. So yeah, we're making robots. The science is done. The last piece of the puzzle for fracking is running, and yeah, we've basically done all of this part of early access. Now, as mentioned, they did explain in their newsletter that one of the things they want to do is for future expansion is to allow for robot customization. So basically, you make the robot parts that you want to make. And then, so like if you want to make a spider, I guess, or like, you know, you make something with 3 heads or 6 arms or something, then you can do that, and then you would make so much money for doing that, right? Now, obviously, the more complicated the robot, the more resources you're going to need. BB will have one more thing for me to make. Will he? Will he? I don't... Now, I mean, he would like me to make an arc furnace, but I'm not too concerned about that. Can I make an electric arc? Where is that crazy thing? Is that what he wanted? Just a second. Go to research. Go to the very bottom of this thing. Pipeline, pump, blast furnace. Oh yeah, he wants me the blast furnace, right? Okay. You know what? Just because you mentioned it, I'm going to get that gas now. All right. Yeah, land here, pick up gas. All right. Boop. There you go. Okay, we're back up to 5,000, right? Yes, we are. All right, good. Let's see. So it's not an... it's, what is it? A blast furnace. All right. So how much is that going to cost me? Probably way too much. Incinerator. Casting machine, greenhouse. Where is this crazy thing? Smelters, advanced smelters, crushers, crusher 2, chemical, yeah, whatever. Distillation column. Where is this crazy blast furnace? That's assembly line. It's not a building, right? Oh, it is a blast. Oh, it is a thing. It's a blast furnace base. Oh, all right. What do you need? 600 concrete, 600 steel beams. Okay, well, we'll make one. I mean, we will make one just to see what it looks like. I don't need it, but I would assume in future production or as we get more expansion going on, we would probably start using blast furnaces to really crank out the stuff, right? So let's go. I'll take 800. Well, I actually got 1,000. Okay, well, that's fine. Is that going to hurt my thing? Probably not. 600 concrete. All right. And 300 advanced machinery parts and 200 circuit boards. Well, we'll go over here. We'll get the concrete. Concrete is over here. I don't know if I'm storing it in a box or not. I've never really thought about it. Right? I don't think I'm storing concrete. You guys are making concrete, right? Output content. Manage inventory. Right? No. Nope. Don't touch that. It's cement. Concrete's down here at the end, dude. I always confuse the cement and concrete. Here we go. Not there. Is this one? Yes. All right. So what was it? 600? Right? Was it 600? It is 600. Advanced machinery parts. If you turn around, ta-da! Okay. There's 2. There's 6. There's 600. Sure. Make one of those things, Max. I suppose this thing is massively huge, right? Because, I mean, everything is always massively huge. Let's have a look at this thing. Oh, yeah, like, this thing is massive. Where are you going to put this thing? Okay, well, let's go find a spot to put it down. It's only a little machine. It's only a tiny thing. It's nothing. Here, let's just pick up some... I mean, you might as well just pick these up now, because you know I'm going to need them, right? Sure. We'll find a place for it. We'll have a look at it somewhere here. I mean, we may not use it, but we're going to have a look at it. Okay. Yeah, let's actually, let's have a look at it over here. Of course, this is all where the raw material resource lines come in, right? So if we were ever going to try and do something with blast furnaces one day, you know, maybe on a newer update, it would probably be over here somewhere, right? You only need to build it for BB, right? Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? We're only going to build it for him. There we go. So that's probably going to be big enough for this. And boop. Oh, yeah. Look at this thing. That's a panel. Panel. Well, that's got 2 panels. All right. Let's see what this got to say. Module configuration. Hot air blaster. Oh, man. Hot air blaster. Hot air blaster. Oh, wow. Okay, now you get all the things, right? So, what do I get to choose with? Pipeline attachment. Cool. Okay. No. What do you got over here? Okay, pipeline attachment output. Well, let me have a look here. Tower is 1, so if I attach a tower to it... Okay. What does that get me? Nothing. It doesn't get you anything. 2 hoppers. Well, I mean, it has lots of pipeline attachment components, but it doesn't have anything else. Oh, hopper bottom. Okay. Hopper top. Okay. Oh, wow. This thing is crazy. Conveyor attachment. No. Let's go with that. All right. Flare stack and pipe attachment output. That's conveyor attachment. Pipe attachment output. Okay, sure. Wow. This thing's pretty awesome. 12,000 of them cubes. New configuration does not fulfill the minimum requirements yet. I did... Oh, I gotta have 2 of them? Wait a minute. Oh, did I take it off by... No, it's right there. Pipe attachment output. Oh, you gotta have 2. Oh, okay, there you go. All right, cool. Well, start the construction already. We'll see what happens. Okay, let's build this final... Holy smokes. Okay. Well, look at this monstrosity. It's fine. Where's Mr. Construction Ship? He had better be busy. All right, well, you know, we're going to have to wait 10 minutes for him to build that. Let's take some gas and set it was on. It's on. Right? Because construction. Only a little. It said it was a little. Only a little. Mr. Construction Ship is gone, right? Please say he's gone. No, why aren't you moving? Why aren't you moving? You should be doing things. Wait a minute, I gotta go back. What did I forget to do? Yeah, dude, you're supposed to be, like, moving around and stuff. It makes me nervous when you don't move around and stuff. What do we got in here going on here? No, we're not going to destroy the contents. There's 24,000 construction material. Listen, I don't know what it is you're waiting for. No construction site assigned. Really? Oh, right. Okay, yeah, we have to get the material over there first, right? Needs the blocks over there first. Yeah, we have to get the material over there, and I suppose I need some more ships for that because everybody's getting me all my cash. Oh, wait a minute. What's that guy doing? Did that guy... Are these guys taking my stuff over there? I think they are. Hey, listen, dude. I think these guys... Are these guys taking my stuff over there? I think that guy there is taking my stuff over there, right? He looks like he's taking stuff over there. Yeah, I would say he's the one that's delivering, by the looks of it. As I keep an eye on, as I'm watching him. Right? Dude, yes, you're the delivery guy. Okay, good. Well, let's do a quick flyby. We'll have a look at the entire base in its in all its glory, right? While they're building the final component. We'll even stop for gas on the way back. So over here, of course, you'll see here I've got future expansion on the whole solar thing, right? I didn't want to hook this solar up until after we had looked at the biomass burner today, just to show you what the difference was. So like I said, you're going to need between 15 and 20 greenhouses to do a single biomass burner. And like I said, that's fine, but I am using 14 of them. So yeah, like this is all working really good, right? This is when we first started using ships. That one right there is actually the first one of Xeno, and then this is the first one of Tech. This is our second, this is like our second or third Xeno here. It was easier to just bring it out of the jungle, because cleaning out all these trees is a pain in the butt, but that's fine. Of course, we also have Xeno over here at this landing pad, and it's buried in this mountain. This one I did offline, and I mean, it's pretty standard stuff, nothing too exciting. You know, it's actually wasn't too buried in the mountain, so I did this little cutaway thing just to kind of grab all that, and it's working good. It's fine. Over here, of course, tech and gravel and stone is all coming from over here. Of course, as you can see, 2 of the ships are gone at the moment, as they're in the midst of delivering the materials. And you can see we are loading up more on that one, so I'm sure he'll be loaded up soon enough. This one was buried in the mountain. This is the one that looks like the Indiana Jones cave entrance. We like this, and I must admit, it's. I mean, the guys are working really hard in here, but there's lots of material here. Yeah, there's still lots of material in here, so it's not like these guys are running out anytime soon. These all look really good. And again, it's got that cool Indiana Jones, you know, the Last Crusade look. I do like that. I do like this part here. So yeah, that is where we are here in this bottom corner of the map, as you can see. Now what we'll do is we'll work our way up towards the base. We'll have a look at oil, just to see how it's doing. And then, of course, this is our assembly area here. And then this is science. And then we'll work our way out towards the ignium. And that deposit out there while they're busy building that building. So, yeah, push that, dude. Yep, so anyway, all this out here is mostly all about resource, and it was just easier to keep hooking these ones up because I already had the power cubes running out here. Now, yes, I could use power lines, but I got to admit, it's faster just to drag things by cube than, you know, like if you're going from there to there, yeah, I mean, you can mess around with power lines and then reduction and, you know, power transformers and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I just, running around with cubes was so much faster. It's just so much faster. So that's the way I did it. Most efficient? Hard to say. Jury's still out. I'll let you know. Our oil setup, our first setup was only 222, was 2222s across. Of course, then we expanded it once we expanded into the robot assembly. This seems to have been a good size. It's running quite well. Not giving me any problems. So I stuck with the, you know, pretty, I mean, this build here, it's actually worked out really good in this case. I think it has anyway. Let's see what we've got here for leftovers. The leftover target, you're not going to give me that? Oh, is this out? No, it actually ran out on me? Oh, darn it. All right, well, that's fine. It has run out. I guess that's what happens, Max. In fact, that would have just run out. Like I said, that had almost 600,000 in it last night. But I guess I am using a lot of it now, right? So, darn it. Where are we going to get some of that? Well, I mean, we do have another reserve, right? Oh, that's in the mountain. That one is also in the mountain. Really? Are they all in the mountain? Are you just going to give me a hard time with the mountain thing? How much pipe do you got on you, Max? Well, you got 200 pipe. That's probably not going to get you anywhere. We'll pick up some pipe. Maybe we'll do that to kind of wrap things up. Because we would like to get these back online, right? That's not good. Anyway, this is our oil setup. I mean, there was like 4 million oil or whatever they call it, emulate there. But we've used it all, so I guess that's the thing. I've actually cut all these lines off. Only the steel is, only the plate makes its way out here now. I'm going to pick up gas. There we go. Okay, obviously this entire corner over here is assembly and is dedicated to the robot building, so that's fine. Here, of course, is science, and basically this entire area was kind of a mixed bag use, right, until we made the bigger area over there, and then we diverted all this into science, right? Now, I still use things over here from time to time, like my my mini mall here, right? So this little mini mall of things, right, is where I make my belts. It's where I make my base pieces. You know, just little odds and ends things. This mini mall served us really well until I had the mega base up and running. So, well, I wouldn't call it a mega base, but the bigger base, right? We'll go with that. Power, of course, is out here. And there it is. Look at that. There's our. This is of course before we had solar power. And it is. I will say I should have switched to solar power sooner. That is probably one of the things I should have done. Because the iglium used to power all this is quite expensive when you start getting into this kind of size, and I will say that if I made one, like I can't say I've made any real big boo-boos except for this. The build is not the issue. Switching to solar is probably the issue. Only because I did have to hunt down more iglium faster than I would have wanted to. Now, I did hunt it down, and I did do it, but it did take, like, I did spend a lot of more extra time than I would have liked offline doing that. So there was an iglium deposit, right, and that was fine, but then that one ran out, and then we had to go on the big hunt, right? We had to cut all the way through this mountain, and, of course... This takes like, you know, a minute and a half to get all the way down here and all the way to this other location. Okay, there we go. I can't really fly in here because this part's too low. Yeah, see, like this part's too low. It's really hard to fly in here. Anyway, nevertheless. Now, and then to just, because I didn't have enough extra challenge, once we got out here and we took on this iglium deposit, the big issue was that I still hadn't transferred over to solar fast enough, and then I ended up having to go for the next deposit. Now, I always kind of knew I would have to go for this deposit out here, and this was, unlike the rest of it, I like using belts for Iglium for power just because ships are, you know, have time differences. So, of course, this deposit here was the one we went with, but it ran out before I had finished my solar upbringing, right? And that's when I ended up having to dig into this one over here. Now, this one over here is underwater, so I had to really be crafty over here, right? So the deposit... gotta go. Yeah, no problem, Data. Of course, we'll be bringing this back when they do some updates and stuff. I mean, you know, all the things. So, I appreciate the stop by. It's all good in the neighborhood. You bet. There is the actual deposit I'm actually mining. But to get to it, of course, that's underwater, and water's a real pain in the neck. It's got the Minecraft physics with it. So the only way to get rid of the water is you got to fill in all the blocks, and that's a real pain in the butt. But let's go down and have a look at this. We'll take the time to go down and have a look at this one. How am I doing for time? All right, yeah, I'm doing all right for time. This is fine. This is fine, he says. All right. This deposit's way down here, of course. So like I said, to get to this deposit, I had to come around the lake, and then I had to come underneath the lake. But when I did that, I had to make sure I filled in parts of the lake so as water didn't rain in on us. And as you can see here, it's working fine. You know, we're underneath the lake, and they're mining away, and they're happy, right? But this was a real pain in the butt, I will say. So, big recommendation is definitely get off of this as a fuel source. And switch over to solar, because a lot of your Iglium will be used by power. Steel making isn't so bad. Yes, I mean it obviously uses it, but in terms of the amounts, it's not so bad. You know. So yeah, it's definitely a getting off of steam power with Iglium. Now, again, as we had talked about last stream, for those doing the experiment with the biomass burners and stuff, I mean that's an option, right? If you want to, and if you don't want to go solar and you want to go biomass burners, I mean that's a thing. I still think it's smarter to go solar than the biomass burner route. But if you just want to do it to do something different, you know, and this does put us, by the way, over in the far corner of the explored map, right? So as you can see here, there's the Iglium actually underwater being mined, and then brought up the elevator and then brought out. All these belts, by the way, are upgraded to Mark IIs now, right? So as we could get them to move a little faster and all the things. And but yeah, I guess that's my one. I wouldn't call it a misstep, but my one lesson of this playthrough is that I would actually do solar sooner and get off of steam turbines. Now, it's good to have them as a backup, but yeah, having them as your primary source for too long definitely you pay a lesson for that, right? Put that thing away, dude. You don't need that. Nice. All right, there we go. But yeah. Besides that, of course, steel is made down here. We could do a quick flyby of that too, just to show it. So steel's actually on its own little power grid. It just kind of sits down here. It actually powers itself because steel uses Iglium as a product. And of course, we have this sitting down here. Now, the reason we put whoa, that was close. The reason we put steel down here is when these resources run out, which actually they look really good. Yeah, they're doing just fine. Is that when steel runs out, 2 more are right here, right? So we can keep this steel setup going here, and we'll just move the mining portions to these 2 setups here. So this was actually why I put steel down here in the first place. But this has still got a long way to go before it's out. As you can see here, we got lots of steel coming in here. It's all fine. Yes, all kinds of steel. It all looks good. So let's head back over. We'll grab some pipe. we'll put we'll put a little oil together while it builds me my crazy my crazy thing, and then we'll come back and talk to BB Jeff, and then we should be able to wrap this up. We'll grab some pipe here. Here, of course, is the original Iglium deposit underneath there, which is why this build is all back here. We need pipe. Okay, that's not you. That's you. I need all the pipe. We're going to take all the pipe. There's no sides being done anymore, so of course that pipe, me taking all that pipe isn't going to hurt anything. All right, so let's go get some oil. What do I got? I got 56 explosives on me. Excellent. Okay, so oil. We'll take these pump jacks with us. Okay, yep, come with me, guys. I just realized we are going to need power for these guys. Do we? Do we need power for these guys? Anyway, we're going to find out. All right, oil. Yeah, and when we first did oil setups, we weren't using the 6 ways. We were still trying to do all this bending, crafting, blah, blah, blah. All useless. This is all useless. Yeah, one of the big lessons I did learn here, use the 6 ways as much as you can. Yeah, yes, on the odd occasion, you will be forced to use elbows so as you don't have conflicts, but use the 6 ways as much as possible for direction changes instead of like these T-squares and all that stuff. It'll just save you so much time, so much time. So, yeah, really, the only 2 pieces you need are the 6 ways and the straights. On the odd occasion, you will need to use corners to avoid contamination intersections. And I'll let me see. I'll point one of those out. So, like for example, here, right? We couldn't use 6 ways here because the pipes are too close together. They would hit each other. So we have had to use a few bends here, but most of the time it's all 6 ways nowadays, right? Just 6-way intersections, and then just feed off of that what you want, right? It just makes it so much easier. Okay, so where's this crazy oil at? Since that one's empty, and I'm very disappointed. Okay, I actually do have oil right over here by that Xeno. So we couldn't just follow. We could just follow that path out there. And all right, let's do that. I'm just getting ready to go around that this thing down there. That's actually getting the air like you just don't care, because the air will make this a lot easier. We don't have to run into trees and a bunch of other junk. All right, let's do that. Sure. Okay, that's probably high enough, and we'll do that. Do this. Okay. Okay. All right, there. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, if I do need power, well, then that Xeno out there will probably have power, so I can probably get a power line off of it. Okay. Yeah, this is one of them times where I wish you could stretch it farther than it does. Though I will say it's not bad in terms of construction. Like, they actually do have a pretty far reach, so it's actually not bad. This is just one of them few times where I wish I could go like 500 blocks at a time. Okay, so there is the Xeno. Okay. Well, we get out here. Yep, and there's a ship landing to the Xeno. And I don't know. Like, yeah, we're way over. I was gonna say, hopefully our pipes aren't going to cause interference with landings and stuff. We look good here. Okay, and let's make the turn. We'll make the turn here, I guess. Why not? Okay, do that. Do this. So supposedly. Now, I don't know if, like, this stuff is buried in the mountain and I gotta explode it or what. So we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out together. It's gonna be fine. Let's go to the map. Yeah. Well, we know it's on the edge of a mountain. Yuck. They really like putting resources in mountains, let me tell you. Now, maybe that's just the way this map has turned out, but it does seem to be one of their favorite things to do is keep putting resources inside of mountains, and I gotta keep digging them out of the mountain. Okay, so now where are we? Okay, so, let's go here, hit the button. Oh, there it is. Well, yeah, it's inside the mountain. Yep. Okay, well, where is it in the mountain? Okay, say we get right about this corner here. All right. Let's go. Okay, and boop. And down we go. It's just a mountain, people. It's just a mountain. Okay. We'll just work our way down here. Okay. This is fine. This is perfectly fine. Explosives. Great discovery, let me tell you. How close are we getting now? 127. Wow, it's actually down there a little bit. Okay. And we'll just keep on going. Yo. And do that. All right, we made it. We're there. Oh, I misclicked. Okay, so, Shori says, we're going to have to explode it this way a little bit, though, just so as we can get all 4 of the pumps on there, right? That's a little off. Take that one. Go that way. Okay, and we'll put something on there. That's a little high. Yeah, we'll put it there. Yeah, okay, I like that. Okay, let's see. Let's get our pump jacks out here. I did grab them. I know I grabbed them. All right, sort that. There was 4 of them, and that's it. Right, there you are. 4 pump jacks. 4, right. We'll put them this way. Structure is blocked. Okay. Come on. Okay, if that's where you want to put it, I'm fine with that. So now, do this. Okay, and then do that. All right, and then we'll switch to this. Okay, and I guess we can go straight up from here. Sure, he says. Up. Okay, we're out. Oh, whoa, easy now. All right, so that's where you want that, is it? All right, well, we'll do it this way. Sure. Do that, do this. And then we'll bring that out to here. You're actually, whoa. Easy now. I must have touched the corner of something. Hate it when I do that. All right, there we go. Sure, and now, that's not what we wanted. Good try though, Max. Do that, do this. Rotate that. Bring that over here. And 2 of these will do just fine. I'm off by 1, but that's okay. There we go. Hopefully that will do something. Do you want to fall down there now? Oh, now you don't want to fall down? Oh, okay, that's fine. Sure. I'll do it this way. Okay. Can I get the panels? No grid connection. Why am I not surprised? Darn it. Okay, so you guys do need power. Well, that's dumb. Okay. Well, I'll have to get you some power, won't I? Okay, well, you gotta go underneath there. Okay, right there. And then you need one. Really, you just don't want to play with that one, huh? Okay, whatever. Now, I don't know if there's like a... Okay, so there is a height issue. Well, luckily these things tend to like just float in the air like they just don't care. So I am fine with this. No, you're bumping the top of the pipe. Okay. Power. Wow. We're going for a walk. All right. Yep. I was gonna say, give me the power poles. There we go. I think I got enough power poles to get there. Okay. All right. Sure. All right. I think I'll need a small transformer, I would think. We do that. We do this. We stick this thing out here somewhere, which should be fine. We stick that there. And no grid connection. Really? You don't want me to run them power lines all the way out here, do you? Can I just cheat? Can I just cheat and kind of do that? No, you're not going to let me cheat that way, huh? Darn it. All right. I thought I could pull off a fast one. All right. Well, I don't even know where my closest power line is. That's okay. Well, all right. Well, I guess we'll just go that way. Now, I probably don't have yeah, I only got 20 power poles left. I probably don't have enough power poles, but I'll take it this way, because we gotta go look at our final thing and talk to BB, Jeff, and make sure that he's gonna be happy with us, right? So we'll walk this way. We're gonna walk this way. Okay. Now, I don't know about water. Hey, you can float in air, but can they do water is the question. Well, sorta, I guess. Doesn't look like it's really upset about the water. As long as you can kind of, as long as you can find the base for it, I guess it's okay. Yeah. I mean, it's electricity, people. What's water got to do with it? You know, I mean, I wouldn't go swimming in there anytime soon. Might end up a little fried, but it's going to be fine. It's going to be it's perfectly fine. Am I going to have enough power poles? I might. I mean, we're pretty close. I mean, there's power right there. I mean, there's power right there, too, actually. Yeah, like these are all low-end power, right? So I got like 5 power poles here that I can dig up. Hold on a second. Okay. Yeah, give me that. Okay, so I should have enough power poles to get down there, and then that will actually fire things back up again. This will be awesome. Because I always like to have a finale with a finished job, right? Like, you know. There we go. Do that. Do that. Oh, yeah, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We just dragged you across the desert. We're gonna make it, people. We're gonna make it. Do it. Boom. I should see stuff turn on, right? Hopefully that oil gets here at some point in time. Okay, we know there's no oil there. Hopefully the oil gets here. I guess I'll have to go over and check it. All right, let's go stare at our latest creation of things. You know, this big thing I've built in the middle of nowhere. Guys, are you guys still building this thing? Oh, okay. Cool. Well, let's see how close they are. Look at you guys working really hard over here. All right, I thought you guys would be done by now. How close are you? 58%. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that you guys were... Well, all right, I'll give you a few extra minutes. Turns out I can go check my oil. I'll go check the oil while we're letting this thing finish. Sure. Okay, we'll go check oil. We'll actually start over here to see if anything's fired up. I don't actually have a tank. I should actually have an oil tank here, right? That would make some sense, right? I might actually have a spare tank over here. So if I do, I think I'll just use it as an oil tank. And then that way I can always take measurement as to what's going on. This should be a spare tank, right? I know one of these is a spare tank. I think that's a spare tank. Yeah, you're my waste tank, but you're nothing. You're just sitting here, right? Yeah, you're empty. Let's do this. We'll take this and we'll slap it on here as kind of a thing. Okay, with the floating piece of pipe out there. I can't believe this ran out. That bums me out. Anyway, nevertheless, let's do this, and we'll put that tank down here. Yep, do that. Looks good. Now, okay, I probably could have lined that up better, but whatever. It's fine. We'll put one on that end, one on this end. We need some of this turned up this way. I guess it's going to be the H key. Okay, looks good there, and looks good there. And we're actually going to break this so we can actually see it coming into the tank. All right, and then we'll do this, do that, and just to save me a little headache, we're going to do that. Nice. Now, do we have oil coming in? Yes, we do. Excellent. So we know the oil is coming in and going. Actually, the oil is coming in faster than it's leaving. Excellent. That means either, well, some of this is probably really full, right? Actually, this is all using oil. That's good. I'm just going to check this to see how well we're doing here. Okay, well, everything seems all right. What do you got going on there? There's oil there. You're happy. You're making me things. That's fine. That's full. And you're using oil. Excellent. Everybody's happy. I like it. All right, good. Hey, well, at least I didn't have to fly all the way back down there. We could actually see that in the tank. All right, awesome. So I guess I should talk about what's going on for the rest of the week, because gosh darn it, you guys aren't done building that yet. And now I gotta fill in time here for the next 5 minutes while you guys are finished building this thing. God dang it. Okay. So, this week we're going to just be reviewing up, finalizing or reviewing the games that we've played all spring. So, of course, Auto Forge will be later this week, as we I'm still hunting around for that third device, but I don't know if I'm going to find it or not. But that series itself, we'll probably wrap that one up this week too, just so as we can set that game aside for now. And then, of course, again, that too is in early access, and we'll bring that back when they do updates. I actually enjoyed Auto Forge. It's a little bit lengthy in the tooth towards the end on that game, but again, first round of early access, I find that's what happens, right? They kind of, like towards the end of each of these early access games, It's like, we just got to kind of wrap this up and get it out there and do a thing, right? So I think the power issue, they need a little more clear instruction in that game as to how that works, but that's fine. So that's going to be wrapping up this week. Of course, we're going to have some Dyson Sphere program, and not only that, I still have not given up on doing the speed run for that game. It is one of my last couple of goals, right? Achievements. So I got to squeeze it in. So I will work on that. Now, of course, so not only that, but we also got Star Trek Online. Now, I haven't had that on the channel for about 4 months, but not because I haven't wanted to play it. About 4 months ago, they started having huge lag spikes with that game. And I mean, it was bad. It was really bad for about 3-4 months. And that's because they were in the middle of this big transition sale with the game. I think what they were doing was, I think they were actually cutting back on servers on purpose, as kind of this, little maneuver. I don't know what it was they were doing. But about a month ago, I'll say about 3 weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago, it all came back. It's been running really good. And I would like to continue my storyline arc with the character that I created for the streams. So I am going to, we do have that on the schedule, and I might play that odds and ends. So things are running quite well now. Like I said, for about 4.5 months, the rubber banding, the network connectivity, the slowness, there was just you could barely play the game. But I did suffer through it every day, a little bit each day, just to do the daily stuff that you have to kind of do in that game. And so that way the character didn't fall behind or lose material or anything like that. And of course, we're going to bring that back. I do have Starfield on the schedule. That kind of disappeared, not just because I don't care about going on to the next galaxy. I got to admit, I love the moon missions. I enjoy landing on planets and just shooting bad guys. That's what I do with that. I enjoy that. That being said, I mean, we are literally on the final storyline of the final thing before I can actually finish that one. So I should try to wrap up the storyline. I should try to wrap up things. So I am bringing that back. Stop playing with moon missions, Max, and actually finish the storyline up. I did the storyline for, all the 2 of the 3 sides, and we're going to finish up the pirate storyline, hopefully, and then I can probably go off to the next galaxy or whatever. Spoiler alert, in case you haven't known. Anyway, nevertheless, I'm sure everybody knows by now. So that is on the schedule. We got a whole bunch of things on the schedule just as kind of wrap-ups or refreshes to, and in case Star Trek Online, they've repaired or fixed whatever was causing the huge backlog issue, which of course is really awesome because that game's been running really good. It's been run so good the last 3-4 weeks. And I would love to have it come back once a week to do a little bit of something with it. I've been upgrading the character, like I said, even though the suffering and the stuff was real painful to deal with. Oh, don't blow that up, Max. What are you doing? Don't blow that up. Yeah, look at this. 75%. Deliver the rest of the things. Assign construction ships to ship ports. 1. Maybe if I build a second construction ship, we can get this done faster. Is that a thing? Maybe. Construction ship port. What do you need? 20 maintenance drones. Oh, I'll go get you 20 maintenance drones, buddy. I can do that. We'll go get 20 maintenance drones and we'll throw this thing down. As I'm pushing buttons here and not getting anywhere. Please stop. Yeah, put all that away. There you go. We'll go over here. We'll get 20 maintenance drones, and then we'll build I'll build another construction port. I can build it right there. In fact, turns out, robots. Yeah. You stop. Nope. Stop. Yep. Yeah, we don't need that. Not anymore. In fact, push the button on this really fast. Okay, yeah, give me that. Okay, how many robots you got so far? 4. All right. I will have to wait these guys out. I'm assuming it's circuit boards that they're short on, is it? Oh no, they're not short on circuit boards. Excellent. They have no shorts. They're running full tilt. Well, that's fine. Then they'll do that, I guess. Why are you guys using so much stuff? Oh, okay, you're just filling up your own machines now. I was going to say, I cut these all back to 200s, right? Yes, I did. Because with all the science done, everything should be shut down. But yeah, yellow science, it's always been a bit of a bottleneck. It's driven me crazy since the start. Okay, so where are we at? You got my 20 bots? 19. I need 1. Come on, give me a robot. Really? Okay, thank you. Holy smokes. All right, 20 robots. Let's do this. So, 1 construction thing. Do that. Yep, give me that. Put that down here. And, all right, we're going to squeeze it right by the first one, are we? Sure. We'll do the panel this way. Okay. Hey, you. Guess what? No grid connection. No, I'll fix that. Oh, you'll have a grid connection here in about 10 seconds, dude. Don't worry about that. Okay, plug in right there. There you go. You should take off. Go do things. Yeah, go fix that. Yeah, do that. Yeah, that's right. Go help your friend. He's at 80%. In fact, if I can get another 20 robots out, I'm going to give you another one. What do you got? 15. And of course, there's 4 machines, so there's 19 again. Gosh darn it. If you'd be so kind as to give me 1 more robot, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Okay, 10, 19. As soon as I get my 20. Thank you. I'm actually going to expand this out a little bit. I'll let them guys fill up. All right, so I can build another one, right? Yes. Excellent. I can probably fit it in here even if I'm really crafty. And I can use that power pole. There you go. Take this. Rotate. Are you going to fit? No. Darn it. Fine, we'll put it over here. We can put it over here in this corner. There's nothing really over here. You're going to need power. Yup. Gotta go this way. We'll put it over here instead. Turns out there's all kinds of power lines over here. Sure. Turns out there's an entire power facility here. Okay, and do this. Come down. Yep. Give me power. Do that. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you go do things. Go zip. Okay, I want you to think about it really hard. Don't think about it too hard. Yeah, go do that. Nice. That's what I want you to do. Yeah, that's it, guys. Throw all the robots at it. Yeah. I mean, if you throw enough construction people at it, things get done. That's how we do things. Yeah, if you throw enough robots at it, we'll get things done. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want to see. I want to see the number, well, hopefully go up a little faster with three ships at it. Holy smokes. I mean, because really, there's not a lot left to talk about. And gosh darn it, I'd like to see this made. Well, all right. You know what we'll do? We'll do a quick fly around, I guess. Let's have a look. It's too bad that's underwater. That's going to be a real pain to deal with. Right? Like... all right, let's go have a look at this thing. So again, this comes back to the whole mine it forever thing. The octagons, you can mine them forever. So let's see if you do this thing and hit the thing. Yep, there it is. It is massively huge. It's close by, I will say that. But it's underwater. That stinks. Like, how far underwater is it? Oh, wow. It's like literally right here. Okay. That's kind of crazy. Did not actually expect to see it. Usually everything's buried under a rock and you gotta kind of look for it. And of course you can't fly out of water, so I gotta swim out of this. Alright, well that's fine. I gotta swim. I actually gotta swim out of this. Okay, there we go. Let's have a look at the map here. So I guess we'll do a quick block around. We'll swing up this way just to see if there's, you know, anything exciting around or something like that. This jungle over here. There's like a big mountain down there. That's going to be a pain in the butt. All right, let's go to the jungle area. We'll go up this way. We'll follow the river a little bit longer. You'd better finish soon, robots. Like, you guys are really taking much longer than I expected. So you're throwing off my my timing. That's for sure. So what is that? Oh, that's another textilite ore. Oh, okay, well that's fine. And look, that is under. You can see that one too. Oh, that's pretty cool. What do we got going this way? Not too much, huh? Looks like there's a couple of river bends. You can take the one on the left or the one on the right. The one on the right looks real skinny. Well, I'll take the one on the left, I guess. We'll come up here, see what's going on. There's a couple of techum deposits up here somewhere. Oh, yeah, right there. Ignium and a techum deposit over there. But of course, those do run out, right? That's the difference with them. All right, and we got a bunch of swampland up this way, I guess. I will say overall for their first go around, not too bad with map generation. I mean, I will say there are some really confusing spots, right? Like 1 minute you got like desert, and it all kind of runs into each other. But I mean, they're not going for crazy weather maps or anything like that, like they did in Minecraft later on, right? You know, like snow and all that junk. You don't need any of that anyway. Wow, big water piece out there. It's not as big as I thought. Looks bigger on the map. And yeah, there's another techum and ignia, techum, right? And then Xeno there. Okay, and then I guess we'll turn down this way, just to swing us back around. Okay. And I'm assuming that's a big jungle forest over here. I will say the jungle forests are pretty crazy. Like setting up that mining operation in the jungle forest, holy smokes, it's just so much easier to use explosives. I mean, literally the trees are like a mountain. You just got to use explosives and go crazy with them, because if you don't, it takes you forever. I tried to, for the first 2-3 minutes, I was trying to like clean them out using the laser drill, and it was like, no, this isn't going anywhere as fast. You might as well just beat your head against the wall. You don't like yourself very much, Max. And I'm like, well, okay, I don't like myself a lot, but I don't hate myself that much either. But yeah, it turns out it was just, that was a bad dream. It was a very bad dream. It was all a very bad dream. That being said, though, we did accomplish all the other missions for today. We should actually see these here in a second. Here comes the fracking now. And of course, this means that we are getting all kinds out of this base. And I would have to upgrade the elevators on here so they could get out solid lines. Like these level 1 freight elevators, of course, they only do 160 a minute or something like that. And even then, they're really slow, as you can see here. Boop, up over in this. So yeah, I would upgrade that freight elevator. But the fracking part is working exactly as advertised, which is good. And I must admit, I'm actually quite surprised to see that we're actually backing up on plate here on this special plate. We were. I guess I'm making so many robots now. I guess we're not backing up on it anymore. Well, I guess it isn't, which isn't a bad thing. But it looks like our robots are looking really good. Hey, guess who finished a thing? Yeah, go sit down, guys. Look at that. Wow. Holy smokes. I mean, that's crazy. What's this thing got? Blast furnace not activated. Okay. Operating mode not set. Techum or xenoferrite? Well, I guess that's the way it works, right? So if I would say xenoferrite, module overview, status overview. So it can take 640 input a minute, or 320 coked ignium, or 128 mineral rocks. It will put out 5,760 liters of molten xeno. Wow. Hot air required 216,000 liters per minute. Not all pipe connections have a set filter. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Bonuses from towers. Speed is 0. Hot air consumption. Well, this is something that we may bring back a little later in the summer just to see if we can turn this thing on and get it to work. Yikes. Because that's scary. Okay, let's see if BB Jeff over here has got anything to say about it before we wrap things up. Because if he does got something to say about it, well then, you know, we'll see what he's got to say. I think he's already said his piece, but, you know, if nothing else, me and Jeff can say goodbye to everybody, you know. This is, like I said, the game for early access, stage 1, very playable, lots of fun, good times. Yeah, that's what I figured. Jeff's already talked out. Jeff don't want to talk to me anymore. Huh, buddy? Yeah, but you're cute, right? You're good. You're all good. Yeah, I know. We'll pet you. It's all good. Yeah, I know. All right, Jeff, say goodbye to the good people. I'm Max. This has been Foundry. You bet. And, of course, as we wrap up spring ahead in this part of the season, of course, as started next week, some summertime games will be up. And, of course, we usually try to play some demos to get started with summertime season schedule, but we got a few games coming up this week as well, and all the things. Big thanks to recent subscribers as their names are going across the bottom of the screen. I'm going to try and take off. I'm going to try and give you an overhead view of all the things. You know, I might try to even like work on drawing distance. But we did a lot of crazy things in this game. It was awesome. Of course, big thanks to, of course, Mr. Retriever and, of course, Data hanging out and doing all the stuff. And, of course, to all those watching later on, I appreciate that very much. As mentioned, I'm going to go off and eat, do things, and I hope everybody gets to have themselves a really cool day. This was a fun game, and I look forward to their next big update with it. We'll come in here, we'll flatten out the terrain, we'll add more stuff, and maybe even turn on that blast furnace just to see what they've got to say about it. All right, everybody, thanks and take care, and I will see you on the next one.